Welcome into the CueCast. I'm Rob Hilt. Thank you for coming in and checking out what we're doing on YouTube. If you get a chance, like and subscribe. We would absolutely appreciate it if you did that. I'm going to take this lesson and talk about notebooks a little further. And I want to talk about some organization things that you can do with notebooks right on the front side that you may or may not know. Plus, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to give you a bonus tip. This is not a hotkey and this is not advertised as something that we do. This is just a bonus tip for you to be able to use what's called a notebook separator. And we'll get into that at the end. Let's go ahead and go over to our main OnCue monitor now. And what I want to talk about is, as you can see here, I have nothing in my Notebooks tab. I also have nothing in my Documents tab. So I'm going to click on Build Notebooks up on the Workflow ribbon. And I'm going to go grab a couple of these exhibit folders. Now notice that inside of these folders I have exhibits. So I have my defendant exhibits here and my plaintiff exhibits here. What I'm going to do is bring these into a notebook versus adding them into the Documents folder. This accomplishes two things at one time. Number one, it keeps our folder structure integrity intact for us in the program itself. So you'll have a notebook named Plaintiff's Exhibits and a notebook named Defendant's Exhibits. It will name the notebook whatever the name of the folder is. However, another thing it will do is go ahead and add those documents to OnCue for you. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and add both of these folders, Defendant Exhibits and Plaintiff Exhibits, and let's just drag into Notebooks this time. So dragging into Notebooks, one of the things I'm going to do is set my delimiter to a space. Right here on these particular IDs, I need to not have a delimiter as a space for them. I'm going to make that delimiter a hyphen. Notice now that does everything that's in here unless I uncheck these boxes so that they're not checked anymore. Okay, and now I'm just going to work on these. Now what I want to do is space as a hyphen again. Notice that doesn't work either. This is one of the things that some people were having trouble with in a support article that I saw, or a support email. And so you can't do that. What you want to do is individually work with these documents like this. So one thing that I could do is I could select these documents and choose to edit ID, and then I could add text, replace text, or format, right? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace text, and I'm going to find EX and replace it with the letter P. Now, that's still going to give me the error, but now at this point, what I'm going to do is add the numbers that I need to add to these. I could have also assigned unique IDs if I wanted to. So I'm going to do P1. This one is going to be P2, and I can tell from what my name is what they are going to be. So I got a little work to do here to get these done the right way that I want to do them, but it's a lot less of a hassle to do it right now than to have to go back and redo it later. So now I have everything where I want it. Everything is as I want it. I'm going to go ahead and select all now. These documents are going to get added. Now watch what we do here when we hit continue. Not only does it register our documents over here, but now we have our folder integrity also in our notebook. So you can add things to OnCue, what we used to call registering. You can add things by just dropping the whole folder into the notebook section, and that will give you a notebook with that name of the folder. Good way to organize things, easy way to organize things. Now, I said I was going to give you a bonus tip, and here it is. Watch this. We're going to create a new notebook, and what you'll want to do is you just want to do 5 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press the OK button. And now you can see you have a notebook separator. So I can throw this notebook right here in between these two, and now I've separated my defendant's exhibits from my plaintiff's exhibits. Remember, that's just 5 dashes, give you a full line for a notebook separator. And that's just one of the little bonus and extra features that we have there that we haven't really advertised, publicized, or discussed. So when you're organizing your data, I know a lot of people want to keep their exhibits in some type of structure. They want to separate those out in some way that is going to give them the ability to know what is where. And this is the way you can do it without dragging everything into documents, then creating your notebooks, and then dragging things into your notebooks. you could do it that way. And there's no problem with doing it that way. However, this way might be a little easier for some people that are using this. So, short little lesson today, something just to put in your back pocket to have when you need it. Maybe you need to create a bunch of different folders and a bunch of different notebooks to be able to use, and we certainly want you to be able to do that. Hey, we're glad you're here. Hope you're liking these things. We're doing them every week. We try to put them out every Monday and give you guys some tips and tricks and lessons, and that's what we want to do here. Don't forget about our training seminars that are always available. You can go to our training page at oncuetech.com and look at what suits you best for your training. We do group trainings. We also do quarterly trainings, which kind of cater to solo firms, so to speak, that don't have 6 or 8 people that they want to put in a full training session. So with that said, thank you all for being here. My name is Rob Helt. We'll see you next week.